Hello, welcome back. Did you know that World of Warcraft is still kicking along? I do, because I've been going to a sport group since I quit about 4 years ago, every day since. They keep cramming out those expansion packs. Warlords of Draenor. Justin?
It is in a... It is
just to give you the worst possible entrance into this segment.
Really nailed it there, buddy.
It is a game that is hard to give up. It used to
be part of a guild back in the old 1-Up days called Can't Quit You. The Can't Quit You guild.
That's pretty good.
But Julio here has been putting a lot more time into it. We talked about this on a live stream yesterday. Warlords of Draenor is coming out soon. I think we might be giving away some codes.
We are. In fact, before we start this, I want to let the good folks at home know that they can get in on this right now if they go to... Get a tab ready. You ready? All right. GameSpot.com/WoW giveaway. Go to that page right now, and you can get access to the beta for your very self. We have a bunch of codes. We are not. That's the smallest link in the world.
So
I love it. It's tiny. If you're watching this on your phone, I'm sorry.
Just type WoW giveaway. It's not even that hard.
Yeah, it's pretty good. /WoW giveaway.
I believe in you.
We've got bunches of them. Nobody else knows except the people watching this stream. So just get in there now. Get your beta code, and yeah, we're gonna show it off right now.
Yeah, and you'll be able to play exactly what we're doing here. So the way they've set up the beta is that you're able to actually just create your own level 90 character. Like, you don't have to go through anything because we're just testing it out, right, Julio?
Yeah, they give you one level 90 when you buy the game, and well, since it's beta, we can make as many 90s as we want.
Is that the level cap?
No, 100.
Yeah, so if you
Forgive me.
play through the previous expansion, you can get up to level 90, and to make sure that players are able to, start experiencing the new stuff that they made, they're going to give you a level 90 when you, when you buy the game, you can have one character that's set to level 90. And one of the interesting things they're adding for this expansion is the ability to buy more level 90 characters. Like, you can pay,
really?
It's like $60, right?
That's annoying. I hate that.
Really $60?
That's BS. That's absolute
it's
BS.
expensive.
Blizzard should be ashamed of themselves.
Why is it worse than just giving them a free level 90? It's because you can stack more level 90s that you didn't
just
earn?
Dumb. Anyway, let's deep dive. Let's get into it. What's new in Warlords of Draenor? Why is this something that I want to go back and play again?
Oh my goodness, that is a big bull.
Okay, the most notable thing that people are going to notice is the new graphics, right?
New character models?
New models, yeah.
Is it only character models, or have they updated any of the environments whatsoever?
Well, they're making a new world, right? Draenor.
Yeah.
Which is basically what Outlands was before it became Outlands.
Yeah.
So that's all brand new. But this is, I guess, a much bigger deal. I actually made a video on this. Can we roll it?
Yeah, we got a video on this bad boy.
Oh, what?
Comparing old and new. Yeah, here we go.
I'm gonna put a video in your video.
All right, stop covering your face so we can see your face. All right, there you go.
So it's harder to see the comparisons, I think, when you're just looking at the new models. But when you look at them side by side, there's a distinct difference between the way these characters previously looked.
Yeah, that was a really exciting off-the-line challenge by this dwarf in the last minute of this gameplay demo.
People really
do we have any other ones? Yeah. Let's keep going on these bad boys.
This is a tiny person
I want to see less
whose eyes got bigger.
less dwarves and more big old models. The faces look more detailed.
Yep.
When you go in close, you can see even more changes. But
Yeah, everyone has this full screen right now. Now that you're seeing all these animations. Yeah,
There you go.
so there are still more characters yet to be revealed with their their updates.
Okay.
The game doesn't have a release date. We're assuming it's going to be sometime in the fall. And before that, they'll show off how all of the new character models will look.
Okay, that orc does look more muscly.
Yeah,
say
definitely looks
that.
more badass.
Less polygony.
But everything else looks the same. Like, there's no new ass Stormwind or Ironforge or.
No, the world itself, the regular world that you'll be visiting is pretty much the same. I don't think there's going to be a huge overhaul.
Yeah, that would just take way too much.
Well, for a
more.
game that came out, if I'm right, it was 2004, right? So like a decade ago. It's looking all right.
Yeah,
Still.
no, it's looking pretty good.
No, they took a gamble going with this cartoony art style, and they were panned for it so much in the beginning.
Yes.
But in the end, that's really paid off. Like, this holds up better than a lot of more realistic looking games.
That's actually a really good looking Tauren.
Yeah,
I'm into
look
it.
how much better that looks. The old one looks so bad.
Okay, let's hop into the game. We've had enough of
cool.
get out of
Go in.
Ironforge there.
So we spent some time with this yesterday, kind of playing around with some of the new starting area. But there's some new things that they're introducing to this, like Garrison, some new things that you're going to be able to play around with, but you don't get to jump into those right away.
Okay.
The first things that we played around with they're pretty similar to the rest of the WoW that you've been playing, like kind of explore.
Let's be honest, this is the WoW everyone remembers.
Where are we now for folks who don't know?
This is what you in Burning Crusade. This is Hellfire Peninsula.
Okay,
Dark
yeah.
portals right here, right? So in Burning Crusade, this area is all like destructed and red, and it looks completely different. Right now, I guess.
Oh my goodness! That Panther jump is just really
I can't
dramatic.
believe how
Jurgen
jumbly
Klinsmann.
this is, right? Yeah, you remember how Hellfire looks like?
Wow.
Yeah, no, totally.
This is Hellfire!
This
know-
doesn't look like Hellfire, man. There's all grass growing around and
Man,
stuff like that.
Do you know who remember what a Hellfire looks like? I can't believe it. Jurgen Klinsmann. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
definitely cannot believe it.
And so in this game, you're actually traveling backwards in time. So this isn't like a different version of this world. This is actually that original part of the world, but thousands of
And,
years
you know,
ago.
Is
That's
everybody
nothing new
Benjamin
to-
Buttoning?
That's nothing new to Warcraft. That happened in BC as well, right? I remember when they started doing the, Outlands, I guess. Was that traveling through time technically,
that was traveling to a different
That
place.
was present day.
no? There was the what did they call them? The instanced
Oh, those.
time stuff. What was that?
Yes. Oh, man.
I forget, whatever.
So long.
Oh yeah, getting to experience
called.
moments of the past.
Yes.
But this is literally being in this entire world. Like you're experiencing the world in basically the way that it was back then. And for people that have been really into the game, it's probably not something that's going to draw in new players.
Yeah.
But getting to experience that lore firsthand that people have been reading about or skipping over whenever you get a new quest.
Cool. If anyone has any questions, by all means, in the Twitch chat, GameSpot chat.
Awesome
We'll stop
in-game
screaming
event.
about other stuff
What does
now
that
for
mean?
about a 5-minute break, but don't worry about it.
I think that's actually something going on right now.
Awesome
Is there
in-game
an
event.
awesome in-game event happening?
Dude, you just got 20,000 XP.
Did we just like yell? Where that event at?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think that
it might
event
be
is happening
on
to you right
on your
now.
head.
This is the event.
All right, let's get hit.
You are getting evented. This is the event horizon. Run to the docks.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and eat food.
Listen to him.
Sit on your butt.
Take a drink.
Julio, you are so contrarian.
All right, let's go. Get to the docks.
So what else have we got new in here, even if it's stuff that we can't see? So explain the new garrisons and stuff. Like, what are you upgrading? Is it one for yourself? Is it one your clan can have? Are you upgrading buildings that exist in the game world? What's going on?
So at some point within the Warlords of Draenor expansion, you're going to be able to build a garrison, which is basically building a house. It's not something new to MMOs, but it's something new to
Wow.
World of Warcraft.
And one that's been asked, I think, since the first
Yeah.
expansion pack.
And this is a place where you'll be able to get quests, you'll be able to build it up and to make your own individual house bigger and stronger, and be able to add things that you wouldn't have access to in other parts of the game.
Do you know where that lives? Like, surely in some instanced nowhere world, right? You can't just
Yeah.
plop one down in the middle of the elven forest.
Yeah,
It's gonna
not
be
something
instanced, but
yeah.
I think you can have it in different parts of Draenor.
You get
Okay.
to choose where it's at, so that it's one of those things that you can see, but of course not everybody can see it, because that would just make a ridiculous world. But you can invite other people to it, so it kind of like the way that the world deforms around you as you complete some quests. You see a different version of World of Warcraft than other people see, and that's kind of how your garrison will live. Where
Well,
you'll be able to invite other people to it, and you'll be able to see it when you're walking around, we're assuming, but other people aren't going to be bothered by having your enormous building in the middle of their place.
Was that awesome world event just a firestorm to get you all to run to this dance party?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I barely noticed the meteor, so I kind of just rode my panther over there.
It's a pretty majestic panther.
Is this sort of the camera taking cinematic stuff?
Yeah, this is an in-game cinematic.
This
I'm
this
assuming they're
something
going to
they do.
add audio later.
Right. Is that stuff new? I haven't played the past expansion.
In-game cinematics?
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
No, not really.
Yeah, they've been doing this for the past few expansions.
Okay.
Well, one thing that is interesting is that you lose the ability to fly when you come out to this version of
Oh, yes.
Draenor,
Right,
which
okay.
is pissing a lot of people off.
Is it? People are split, I think. I think the more hardcore people are happy with it, because you're going to meet a lot more people out there in the world when you're not up in the sky, you know, flying by yourself. So I think that's all right. It just depends. I think they're not completely set in stone on whether or not they're even going to allow flying in Draenor.
Oh, really?
It feels like eventually they are. That's going to be something that unlocks again, but it's not going to be for a while.
That would be kind of ironic, considering that's where Outland was where you first learned to fly, right?
Yep, exactly.
But it does get you closer to the ground. Get you see more people, because when everyone's flying, then
Yeah.
and I imagine it's harder to make a world where you're able to fly to everything, because then you just fly like you don't try walk, you don't explore anything. You just kind of fly from one point to the other.
Kind of feels like you wouldn't be as motivated to make like a nicely winding path with like well-placed shrubbery as if you know everyone's just as the crow flies
But at the same time, once
their
you lose
objective.
flying, like it is so freeing and so much more fun to fly from one spot to another because it's so much faster. Going back to just traveling on the ground feels slow.
Justin just likes not getting killed.
That as well.
Up there in the sky, right?
Yeah,
Is that what you
I play
want?
PvE. I don't have to worry about that.
There's a bunch more content as well. I know they are doing the usual shake-up of dungeons, new dungeons. These mythic raids as well, are they just like really, really difficult big party raids?
Oh man,
You know about those bad boys? Oh, really?
What are mythic raids?
So apparently they're much more difficult raids, but I'm not sure if they're like 10-party difficult ones or if they're like large difficult ones.
It's not heroic.
I don't know. Apparently the new
Heroic
ones.
raids?
Legendary
Mythic,
raids?
baby. I don't know.
I know they've had
Epic
heroic
raids?
raids before that are yeah.
Making up adjectives, so
Well,
doesn't help.
one interesting thing from this is that this is part of a larger plan to release more regular content. They haven't said specifically we're going to do this every year, but they have hinted that that's part of the plan, or at least one of their ideas that they're going for is if not yearly, at least really, really regularly. Instead of having patches, like normally when an expansion like this comes out, there'll be a significant patch that comes out eventually, which adds more content, adds more things to do. And instead of having a big patch, they're just going to go for a full-out expansion because that's the thing that brings in new players and gets people excited.
It's also the
about it
thing
again.
that you can charge a bunch of money for and have midnight launches for. And I worked about 4 or 5 midnight launches for WoW stuff over the years, and they always get a hella big bunch of people queuing up for these. Like, it's.
Do you think that they would still do that at this point? I mean, I feel like World of Warcraft more than anywhere
Digital.
is a digital download spot. Like,
When I was playing,
is-
certainly, and the folks that I used to play with, having the physical, like, think about it, Blizzard are one of those companies that's still like massive limited edition versions.
Yeah, that's
of,
true.
Like Diablo and stuff, like games that people are only ever going to, like they probably have the same problem with.
Did you go to the midnight launches back in the day?
Yeah, I used to
Pick up
work
a
on
copy?
them.
Oh, that used to be awesome.
Yeah.
It used to be fun.
Now, I still get those big limited edition boxes just because they're so nicely done. I don't usually buy a limited edition of a game, but for the World of Warcraft ones, I usually World of Warcraft and StarCraft and Diablo, like they're just those big heavy boxes. I like putting them on.
do you
myself.
have a shelf spot that you keep them on? They look kind of nice all in a row.
it's like
'cause they're
big.
adhering to the same kind of form factor, but different art.
I appreciate that they're the same every year. You don't have to worry about like suddenly one has like different
Oh yeah,
form.
they've got your number, Haywell. Big time.
Yeah.
When is Warlords of Draenor out for everyone?
So we don't have a
Release
date
date,
yet.
okay.
It's sometime in the fall. Usually this hits before BlizzCon, and we're thinking that if they want to do the big raids that they normally do at BlizzCon, this is going to have to hit before then. So you can probably expect to get into this, for everybody to be able to get into this before BlizzCon at least. The beta keys that we're handing out, you do need to have Mists of Pandaria already installed. So
you
this
do?
isn't-
Okay.
yeah, this is not going to be something that you're just able to, grab a key, and if I haven't been playing World of Warcraft at all for a while, I can jump in. You do. We found out you need Mists of Pandaria to play it.
Apologies to anyone who I didn't say that to beforehand. But yeah, I do have Mr. Pandas. I bought it,
you can
like
get
I
it
buy
pretty
every
cheap.
expansion pack, and then played about 10 minutes, and then forgot I had it installed, and haven't played it again since. So thanks, you're welcome, Blizzard.
Is this going to bring you back in, seeing this?
Every single expansion pack that comes out, I go back and play a bit of it, but I haven't had a proper hook on any of them. I think Cataclysm was the one that I went back and played for a couple of months again, maybe 4 or 5 months, but I don't know.
What do you think it
Perhaps.
is? What would bring you and keep you back into a
The
game
thing
like
about WoW that makes me not want to play it is that I feel like I'm wasting time that I could have been spent playing newer, different games. So, I don't know. Anyway, I believe it's extra time in the US game, so we're going to get the hell out of here so we can watch the rest of the game. Thanks to everyone for tuning into the lobby this week. Thanks to everyone in the back. Thanks to these awesome dudes. Where's my flag?
Thank you guys for watching.
America!
GameSpot.com/WoW giveaway if you want to get in on the Warlords of Draenor beta here. And you have Misty Panda. Oh no!
Did this go? Oh, Belgium, you suck!
What? God! I don't have Mr. Pandaria. That's why I'm so upset about the thing that just.
If
Oh.
only you had Mists of the Pandas.
All right, everyone. Univision.com.
We'll
See you there. See you next week. Thanks for hanging out in the lobby.